Alrighty guys, we're back for a zero rare red deck, and this one is a ton of fun. You're going to want to stay tuned for this one. I'm actually coming to you guys after playing the matches. I don't do this often, but I wanted to make sure I made this after the matches because I wanted to tell you guys to stay tuned for that last match because I couldn't have asked for a better matchup to showcase this deck, right? So yeah, 0 rares, 0 mythics. What do we got here, guys? We got 2 experimental synthesizers, 4 Fireblade Chargers, 4 Kumano Faces Kakkazan, 4 Rabbit Batteries, 4 Reinforced Ronin, 4 Voltage Surge, 4 Iron Apprentice. We got 3 Kami's Flares, 4 Reckless Impulse, 4 Towashi Songshapers, and 4 Patchwork Automatons, as well as 19 Mountains. There's actually a ton of stuff to go over in the deck here, but it's better to just show you most of it too in those matches, right? So I'll just briefly go over what's the plan here. Obviously we got that artifact theme, which pretty much makes Patchwork Automaton the best card in our deck. The ward 2 on this is insane. It's so good, guys. Kami's Flare, there's so many ways to get modified creatures from Iron Apprentice to Patchwork to Rabbit Battery and Kumano. So Kami's Flare is often going to do that extra 2 damage, making it amazing removal here. Cards that you want to sacrifice for Voltage Surge would be like Iron Apprentice or Experimental Synthesizer, but it's also okay to like sacrifice a Rabbit Battery if you have to get that 4 damage through, right? I think like that's pretty much everything. Like it's better to just show you because there's actually like it's an easy deck, but there's also a lot of different lines of play all the time because there's so many cheap costed cards here. Speaking of cheap costed, yeah, Synthesizer and Reckless Impulse are super important. Being able to get those extra cards and play those extra cards is just really valuable. You know, you kind of treat it as extra card draw at a point, right? So yeah, let's go ahead and show you guys these matches. They were a ton of fun, and spoiler, we had a 50% total win rate. And honestly, I think it's possible to bring that up. I think this deck is totally deserving of around a 55% win rate after a ton of matches. But I don't know, right? More testing is required. And yeah, if you guys have any ideas for how to upgrade the deck with rares and mythics, let me know in the comments because I'm super interested to see what everyone thinks. But yeah, let's go ahead and show you guys these matches. Right into the first match, as always. I consider it good luck at this point. That took like 2 seconds. Ooh. A decent hand, man. I like it. I think it's oh okay, Fireblade Charger. But I think it's just Ronin Swing for the first turn here because we have those double patchworks. I'm gonna get super greedy with them. I'm gonna try to get super greedy with them. Uh-oh, we have Naya colors on the opponent's side here. They're keeping it open. So let's see. Right, like a Fateful Absence doesn't hit the patchwork right now. Okay, how greedy can I get here? Reinforced Champion. Okay, Voltage Surge doesn't hit it unless we have an artifact to sack, so we probably want to get there, right? Probably want to get an artifact down that we can sacrifice. Then again, that second patchwork is looking pretty spicy, guys. Yeah, we probably want to kill this. I guess we want to kill it. So we'll go Reinforced Ronin. I'm not going to get too greedy with it because we are in ranked, so. And Voltage Surge, Runeforged Champion, and sacrifice, I think, the Reinforced Ronin here. No, Rabbit Battery. Even though we can give haste to the Fireblade Charger, I think being able to replay Ronin to buff up the patchwork is going to be much more important. Let's see what you got, opponent, because Okay, alright, second Runeforged champion. Yeah. If they have a land here, this could be pretty dangerous. They do not have a land, but we have a land. Apparently that's a thing we needed. So, Reckless Impulse isn't bad. I'm gonna Reckless Impulse. Well, we could get the second Patchwork down and play the Charger and the Ronin. Ah, that's probably better. That's probably just better. Get all this out there, and I'm pretty sure they end up... taking this damage here. Even with the Ronin. Should I try it? Pretty greedy. They might block, so I'm just gonna... I'm kind of playing it safe because we're doing really well. The problem with these rune decks is when they get the lifelink down, right? Like, now they're safe. They're safe because they have... Oh, no. Oh, no, guys. Okay, they got the combo. Yeah, there's like, no way that they don't have the lifelink, right? We might get lucky here, honestly, if they don't draw the lifelink. No, they got the haste for the naturalist. Aw, man, these rune decks are rough, man. You know, we don't see them that much over in normal play mode, which is interesting. I mean, I guess it makes sense because it's so... Yep, doubling down on that good old lifelink. Honestly, if they stop popping off here soon, we might still have a chance. Nah, bro, that is so much. Holy cow. Okay, they're gonna go back up to 16. Yeah, I don't know how exactly we get through this. Okay, so if we keep this open... Oh. Okay, yeah, so they're swinging with both. We can actually pop the visitor here, which is interesting. Can actually kill the Runeforged champion, too, with the double block. We just don't know what's in their hand is the problem. Yeah, we have to kill the champion. Okay, we're down to 14, and they're back up to 17, which just crushes my spirits, man. We got that done, though. The two champions are dead, so they might have another one. Okay, it's gonna be Impulse. Okay, Voltage Surge, unfortunately, no longer hits the Naturalist because they got it to the 6/5, right? That being said, it still might be okay to hit the Visitor here with it. Like, I was thinking maybe we keep it open, have some form of block, and then do the Voltage Surge. But I think hitting the Visitor is really good. Submit 0, right? And then let's get the Rabbit Battery down and ready. Now here's the big question, right? Do we keep the Patchwork for a trade here? I'm gonna swing with the Rabbit Battery and keep the Patchwork as a trade. I don't know, man. I don't know, because like we could have hit 6 in, but then this has lifelink, so... Can we talk about how good our 0 rare deck is actually doing here? Like, it's no joke so far. I really like it. We're up against potentially what could be considered the best aggro deck in the format. Oh, the touch, the Spirit Realm. Yeah, I mean, we knew that they had forms of removal, but I think it was still worth holding that back just in case. Like, you never know, right? Oh, the second Voltage Surge. Oh, man. So, in other words, if we would have held that back... No, not necessarily. They had the Generous Visitor, so they might have done something a little differently on their turn and just buffed it beyond what 2 Voltage Surges could have done. That being said, I think Well, it's not a swing here, I don't think. Well, they have another Touch the Spirit Realm. Crap. Crap, that's really bad, isn't it? Okay. I'm gonna go ahead... I'm gonna go ahead and channel this on our turn to see what we draw. Oh, a Kami's Flare. Oh, no. Okay. Right. This might be enough if we can survive a turn, so... Should I equip this? That guarantees the target of the Touch the Spirit Realm into the Iron Apprentice. And then we just get our Rabbit Battery back. I think it's the same concept to just keep them separate here. I think that's 100% okay. Unless they had some form of like... Well... Yeah, it depends. It depends, like if they had a Weaver on the board, then it would be a different story. Okay, Kami of Transience, we could hit with the Voltage Surge, but we have to get rid of that Naturalist. Woo, buddy, that is a Hollowed Haunting. Yeah, we have to double down into the Naturalist, and do we just take the damage? I'm taking the damage. That way we have the Iron Apprentice open for our sacrifice next turn. Wait, he didn't put any buffs in here, though. Oh, it has Trample anyways, so yeah, no blocks. It's fine. It's fine. We start with the Kami's Flare. Oh. Charger. We start with the Charger. See if anything sticks. It does not. We're going to go Kami's Flare. And we do have the Iron Apprentice as our modified creature, right? And then check it out. Yeah, nothing's sticking, so we just do a normal Voltage Surge and submit 0 here. Oh, that is so many cards gone for them. But having the Hollowed Haunting and the Touch of the Spirit Realm, it feels like it's only a matter of time. But I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, sometimes it's just... Oh, another Rune of Sustenance. Oh, man. Oh, this has Trample, too. Yeah. Yeah, so actually they're going to get that damage through here, aren't they? Yeah. GG opponent. All right, let's let him play it out instead of just conceding here. We'll actually block, too, just in case they have that one quest where you have to kill opponent's creatures. That quest can be really annoying for aggro players. Because, yeah, sometimes you'll get a nice setup like this, and then the opponents concede where they could have blocked with, like, 3 creatures, and then you have to play, like, 1,000 matches to get that one done. Alright, let's see if we can get right into the next match here, because, that match took a little bit longer than I was anticipating with a deck like this. What do you guys think? Is it good enough for ranked? Honestly, the way it performed there, I'm pretty surprised by it so far, honestly. Like, if they didn't have 1,000 ways to gain life, that would have been really, really good. Okay, good hand, I'd say. I'd say it's good enough is what it is, right? It's gonna be Rabbit Battery. Potential to give another 1-drop next turn. Haste is better than the synthesizer. Plus the synthesizer, like, okay, so we got the Surge. Is this going to be another Runes deck? So we're going to start with the synthesizer in case we get a Surge off of that. Oh, Patchwork. Oh no, I'm sorry, buddy. Okay, so we obviously pop the Visitor and swing in here. Submit 0. Oh crap, yeah, this could be another Runes deck. Or just enchantments in general. Oh no. Oh no. Crap. That's not good. Okay, we're gonna get the Songshaper down this turn. Oh no, guys. Yeah, I mean, it was still the voltage surge for the generous visitor though. Yeah, we got more runes. Oh no, 2 matches in a row. Oh no. Wait, this isn't the same person, is it? I don't think so. There's just a lot of runes floating about, huh? Alright, no blocks this time. They gain 4 here, which is unfortunately like a nail in the coffin, but you know, we'll still play it out. So we need to look for a voltage surge here. We need to take out that Kami of Transients. Okay, another Songshaper. Ooh, that's just not that great, is it? Right, well, we do get a swing. I don't plan on blocking with the rabbit battery, so... Again, though, I do like how this deck is playing. We have to remember there's no rares or there's no mythics in this deck. And it feels pretty good. Like, it plays things out well. It actually has a lot of fuel as well. Or it feels like it has a lot of fuel. So, you know, if you're looking for a deck that can beat runes, this might not be the deck to go with, as as this is rough. We're just gonna take the 9 because they're gaining 6 here. It's like a okay, so okay, land. We have to search for the voltage surge, I guess, right? Because I mean, we can't hit the Kami of Transients now. Can only activate this as a sorcery. I don't know, man. Let's just go big swing. Let's go huge swing here and just let the opponent get this, right? What do you guys think? That's actually pretty sick. Like, holy cow. Songshaper being really cool here. I think we just let the opponent take this, though. Like, yeah, the 6/6 lifelink is just a GG. I'll get the GG ready here and let them swing on in. It's kind of like conceding, but a better form of conceding, in my opinion. Yeah, these runes, man, they're gonna be tough. They're gonna be tough to beat for sure. Let them pop off. It's fine. It's really the runes is actually really cool, guys. I don't think it's like good enough. It's really good, don't get me wrong. I don't think it's good enough to warrant any bans though. What do you guys think? What are your guys' opinions on that? The reason I don't think so is because there's like so many board wipes floating about too that just completely devastates runes. Like, you know, a simple Doomscar. Like, look at all the cards they would lose. That being said though, yeah, it pops off so fast in one turn that you just never know. Okay, so we go first here, and this is an alright hand. I like it. We have tons of 1-drops in the deck, but Kumano into Songshaper seems pretty good, actually. And then, of course, we have the Kami's Flare, too. Okay, opponent is thinking, so I'm going to play with my red koi fish over here. Adorable. I really like these koi fish, the little holograms. Really neat. I wonder what the next passes pets are gonna be. Okay. Here we go. Mana faces Kakkazan. Yeah, I think this is a great line of play, especially since we're going first here. Opponent, please don't have runes. Okay. Okay, it's not runes. We're safe. Okay, I hope we don't draw more land, because 4 is definitely enough. Hey, are you making fun of my Songshaper? Opponent, don't make fun of my Songshaper. Okay, so possibly some removal here. It's actually really, really good. So much damage. And what do you guys think? Do we go Rabbit Battery and then plug that in to one of these here? Probably the etching, kind of spread it out, right? And then next turn, we have Songshaper, Kami's Flare open, or drop the Songshaper and then plug the Rabbit Battery into it. I'd rather do that than put my Songshaper in a vulnerable position here. Right, so it's definitely some form of removal. Dragon's Fire. Okay. Yep, that's fine. So at this point, we could play the other Songshaper. But I think it's going to be better to protect our cards from a potential board wipe or something. Like a Crush the Weak, right? Expressive Iteration, searching for that land, and I'm sure they'll find it. Let's see it. Yeah, they got the third land. It's only a Field of Ruin, though, which is actually pretty good for us. We're kind of, like, safe for a turn. Ooh, Reinforced Ronin. That's fun. Okay, so we're going to go Songshaper. Dude, check this out. Plug this into our DJ. Drop the Ronin. Look at that. That's some serious damage, guys. Ronin comes back, so safe from a wipe. I mean, opponent needs something here. And I'm sure they have it, but like, they really need something. And not just like a blocker, because we have the Kami's Flare. That could potentially do a lot. If they delete Songshaper, we get the Rabbit Battery back. And so it's still not that looking that bad for us overall, you know? Tons of stuff we could top deck that would just be really good too. Okay, Synthesizer. Sure, let's see if we can get another one of our haste creatures. Yeah, they're still looking to potentially remove the Songshaper here, which is why I'm wondering if we reattach the Rabbit Battery somewhere else. A land? That's not fun. I'm tempted to use the Synthesizer's ability right now. But I'm not going to. I think we have a pretty good setup here. We're gonna go Ronin. And like I said, yeah, having that on the Synthesizer, is Crush the Weak an instant? I don't think it is. I'm gonna try to reconfigure this. And I'm gonna plop it onto the etching. Because obviously, like, the Songshaper is doing a decent amount of damage, so if we can get one more damage through by doing this when they remove the Songshaper, then I think this is just better, right? And we don't want to plug it into the Ronin, because that comes back to our hand at the end. Okay, they go for the Abrade on the Ronin, so we can actually... Okay. It's 7 damage going through. I wanted to double check Kami's Flare to make sure it didn't say target opponent. So like deals 2 damage to target opponent or something. I wanted to make sure. Oh, okay. Yeah, they're slowing us down big time here. So I was right to move the Rabbit Battery off. We're actually just going to keep Songshaper in hand, because we can give the Rabbit Battery. And keeping Kami's Flare open is probably just better anyways. Yeah, opponent slowed us down big time that turn, so I don't know. Is it going to be enough? We'll see. Their Field of Ruin's kind of useless in this deck since we don't have any rare lands. Yeah, so this does say deals 2 damage to that permanent's controller, so we have to hit something on their side. Oh, another land is just not something you want to see, is it? We can start with the synthesizer here, because there's still enough mana to do everything we want to do. Let's see. Oh, Patchwork. Okay. Well, Patchwork would have been good for a little while. We have the land here. Let's just go for it, man. Let's reconfigure. Right? Like, they probably have so much removal just in hand that going for it with what we have on the board is probably better than just playing everything out, right? And we still can play the Patchwork this turn. It's going to be a swing. Oh, I should have played the land and had Kami's Flare open in case they have a flash creature. That was kind of a misplay. Although I don't know what it would be running that would be able to flash down. But yeah. You definitely want to have your removal open. Don't do what I just did for sure. Play the land, keep that open. Because, yeah, now, like, we might get punished. Like, we might see, like, a flash creature that just ruins our evening. And having the Kami's Flare. If that does happen, the Kami's Flare also... Oh, unexpected windfall. They didn't have anything, guys. Wow. Okay, I'll take it. I'll take it for sure. Holy cow. That was good, guys. That was that really showcased the overall power of this deck. And like I said, it like I said before, it kind of keeps going, man. It has a lot of fuel for some reason. See if we get right into the next match here. Yeah, we sure do. What you got for me, opponent? Runes? Please don't be runes. Please. I already showcased the deck 2 times against runes, and it, you know, it just not something I want to do again right now. This is a good hand. I don't think we get greedy with the Patchwork and hold the Iron Apprentice back. That's definitely our turn 1 play. What do you guys think? Also, 19 land in the deck. If you see 3 in the open... Ooh, Kumano. That was a really good draw. Because now we get to go into Patchwork. Well, yeah, it's probably Patchwork. Especially if it's mono red, because, yeah, we can get Patchwork to an area where it doesn't die. Okay, Rabbit Battery is pretty good. So it's got to be Patchwork. The Ward 2 is just really good. But if they could drop a land and then pay 3 mana to just play with fire here. We'll see what they do, though. Nope, Fable of the Mirror Breaker. Okay. Okay, so it's red versus red. Mythics and rares versus uncommons and commons, right? So let's go. Kami's Flare is really good. But the more we plug into the board now, the better, I'd say. Right? We could just go these 3, swing with the Patchwork. And this, actually. I'm okay with that trade. It's going to be Iron Apprentice. It's going to be Iron Apprentice. And it's going to be Rabbit Battery. We don't swing with the battery, but we do swing with these. 100% okay with the trade here. No trade. I probably should be afraid of some form of board wipe, right? Like a burn down the house at some point. What we got here, opponent? You discarded a Bloodthirsty and a Fable of the Mirror Breaker. All we've seen so far. They have the 5 mana, bro. Oh no. Is it gonna be the burn down the house? If it is, it would be better to block and plug that counter into Patchwork. We could double block and kill it. I don't think we do. Get this above a burn down the house range. It was a Blazing Sky, so hopefully... Ooh. Okay, Kami's Flare. It does not hit the Blazing Sky, but there's a lot we can do here. Right, because we can go Songwriter, give it haste, and just full swing. And let the opponent deal with that. Which I don't think is a bad play when we're still sitting pretty at 16 life, right? They most likely just block the Songshaper. It's probably just a swing with Patchwork, though. And keep the Kami's Flare open. Because if they double block, we just Kami's Flare the Bloodthirsty. No, so they end up chumping here. Okay. I can deal with that. I can deal with the chump block, I think. Hopefully that was the play that we wanted to do. So we do want to reconfigure. And we're going to go ahead and put this into the etching. That way it blocks the shaman pretty well. And keep the Kami's Flare open still. Okay, they go for the Spike Field on the Rabbit Battery. Yep, that'll take care of that. Okay. It's not terrible for us, though, honestly. Now I'm wondering if we do get the Songshaper down, though, because... No, I'm still going to play around a potential board wipe. Okay, yeah. This is interesting, you know, budget red versus non-budget red is actually really, I couldn't have asked for a cooler match, I guess, right? So we could have Kami's flared before they got their treasure token, but we're going to hit the reflection. I think that's just way better to hit their reflection at the end of the turn here. And they're at 12, so we could take 6 and have a huge swing next turn and just potentially win, actually. So we could also block here, plug another counter into the etching in case they are planning on some form of board wipe. I think that's okay too. Taking a little bit less damage is, you know, not a bad idea. Plug it into the etching. Do they have something for it? They sure do. It's going to be a Frostbite, which could have hit it either way, right? No, actually, it couldn't have. They only have 2 snow covered. Okay. Yep, so they hit it, and maybe the block wasn't. No, they still would have had the Frostbite open. I think that was an okay attempt. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. That's concerning. Yeah, so they're going to be able to block with their other Atsushi, and the first one dies. And they get some benefit here. Exile the top 2. Let's see what they get. Oh, 2 Dragon's Fires. Oh my goodness. If we draw a land, we could double Kami's Flare the Atsushi, but I think it's take out the reflection. Okay, Patchwork does get us above the Dragon's Fire. Double Dragon's Fire. Oh, it has Ward anyways. That's true. So we could swing for 6 and keep the Kami's Flare open again? Honestly, I don't think that's bad. See if they block. They do. Their dragons are gone. So they could grab 2 more cards off the top. Man, Atsushi the Blazing Sky is so good. Okay, they go for the treasure tokens this time. So playing creatures out just means that the Dragon's Fire is going to die. But they want to be able to... They have the 8 mana open to double Dragon's Fire the Patchwork now. So many tough decisions here, guys. It really is. I think we're going to get the second Patchwork down. That way it gets it above the... Yeah. It gets our first one above the range of the Dragon Fire, so... I don't think that's terrible. Okay, they drew a land. They can power up the den. Are they going to go for the swing here? I feel like that's really dangerous. Okay, they actually saved the Shaman back. We're going to go no blocks. They want to hit Patchwork, they're going to have to put in some work. Well, exile the top 2 cards of your library until the end of your next turn. So actually, we could block here pretty effectively. Because they're going to hit this regardless, right? They don't care about their treasure. So we could take 3, trade with the Goblin. And then these just go away because they just don't have enough wards to deal with the first one. Okay. Okay, this is huge. The mountain is huge here, guys. Because Kami's Flare comes in. Pops this. They take 2. Songshaper comes down. Buffs the Patchwork. Are you kidding me, bro? Are you kidding me? Look at this. Let's go, guys. Let's go. Oh, it feels so good to beat a deck that was rocking all those rares and mythics, right? Holy cow. I literally, I don't think I could have asked for a better last match. Let's go ahead and check out the deck again here. Look at that. We actually, we ranked up a little bit too. I should be playing ranked here and there, especially for the end of the month rewards, right? 0 rare red. Let's go ahead, check it out again because this was a lot of fun. Guys, I mean, come on, you know me. Mono red is just, it's my thing. I love it so much. And this one, it really did something today, man. Like our 2 losses were against rune decks and we beat an Izzet and another mono red deck. This was a lot of fun. I don't know what I would change. I guess we could go over some potential upgrades, right? Chandra would be sick in the deck, but honestly, it might just hold back the artifact theme, right? What else could you do? Maybe the March instead of the Impulse? The March could be good. It could be. It is an instant, so that's something to think about, right? Anything else? You could ramp up the Modify theme, right? Go up to 4 Kami's Flares and then go with a Raiju on the top end, right? But even then, that's 4 mana. So, yeah, the Thundering Raiju's 4. So, I don't know. That might hold it back, too. I don't know what I would do to upgrade this deck, guys. It's actually just pretty decent, isn't it? What would you guys do? Let me know in the comments. And if you made it this far into the video, y'all are champions. And I super duper appreciate you. I will see you in the next video.